Stand up. It's a funny business.
Jojo Smith here with some more funny business. We've got a cornucopia of comedy, a whirligig of wit, and a humongous heap of humour. Take a look. Tonight, some funny business. We're full of beans. We've got a song in our heart. We're backstage again with the young couple, Donna McPhail and Bill Bailey, and we're practically giving away top comedy prizes. But first, my next guest shot to fame on the Sunday show, but not as a secret agent, more of a media terrorist. The rich and the famous, the great and the good, no one escaped his probing mic. His name is Dennis Pennis, and now we can meet the man behind him.
My job is really quite simple. I am a social astronomer, but I don't use a telescope. Oh, no. These are my lenses. And when I see a star, I don't just look at it. I move in and piss it off. I have to tell you, Hugh, I must be honest with you, I find your acting a little bit woody. A little bit woody.
Woody, right?
I mean, when you made your appearance in the film Sirens, I thought someone threw a chair into the room.
Uh-huh.
How do you get yourself psyched up? I mean, you go in the forest and sort of stare at a few trees, or...
Oh, you can
So, Paul, you are the man behind Dennis Pennis. But I can't see your eyes, so can I unmask you?
Sure.
Metaphorically and physically. Still all right? Is that okay?
You're terrific.
The light not too much? Where on earth did Dennis come from? This is a question we want to know.
What, geographically?
Geographically? Mentally? Physically?
Mentally, he came from a sort of little antisocial pocket in my brain.
Right.
Geographically, I got absolutely no idea. Somewhere in America.
I mean, after...
Go away, please. I've got a glass of wine with my name on it.
After Birds
Excuse
of a Feather...
me, Dennis, I don't know you.
Thinking after Birds of a Feather, was he thinking about moving into comedy?
Terrible.
And is he based on anybody you know?
Chegwin. Bit of Chegwin. Bit
Yeah?
of Woody Allen.
Right.
Bit of Titchmarsh. Mutant Titchmarsh.
In a country which is largely governed by the celebrity party, I am the voice of opposition.
Well, they're bound to be sources of inspiration. Well,
Of course, yeah.
they are the governors.
Thank you. Hi. You got the same scriptwriter as Hugh Grant.
Righto.
You've got a very unusual interviewing style, to say the least.
Well, it's brief.
Yeah. Have you ever been thumped?
Never.
Ever been close?
Nearly.
Yeah. Who was that? Can you say?
A ant.
Really? Him?
Him.
And what did he do? Did he say?
He goes, you don't mess your bats.
Never.
Now, a couple of questions for the BBC. You aware of a program called Trumpton?
No, I'm not.
Because you got more dough than Windy Miller.
Well, that's very nice.
Have you got like a whole pile at home of tapes of interviews with things, with people where it just didn't happen, where they were like, no, I ain't doing this, or...
Oh, yeah.
Is there like loads of outtakes?
Oh, yeah. If anyone ever got hold of that, I'd never work again.
Really?
There's one particular one with Barbara Windsor that goes on for 45 minutes and don't get a word in.
Oh, God.
Can I have a whole programme out of that one? Me going,
Oh, hi. Yeah, can I speak to the naughty Swedish dinner lady, please? Yeah, sure, I'll hold. Yeah, hi. No, I don't want any of that weird stuff, man. I just want to come around and lay the table, if that's okay. Great. Can you make sure the drawers are clean? Wax the legs? Nice. And a nice black lacy cloth. Beautiful.
So you do Roger Cook on the video.
oh, yeah.
And I thought you looked a bit scared when you were talking to him.
But he was a bit gruff. And he was in a rush.
I just wonder if there was a particular part in your face that you prefer to get hit in?
I actually don't have a preferred part, but which part of your head do you like being headbutted in?
So you weren't actually frightened he was going to hit you, you were just...
I mean, specs. You've got to be a real nutcase to hit someone in thick specs. And I'm a big lad.
Well, you are actually, yes. You're much taller than you look on the telly.
People are usually disappointed I'm not some sort of squat hunchback.
What's your favorite soft drink? Is it Legal Aid?
You're doing the jokes.
I am, yeah.
Fine, I'll just stand here.
Okay. Do you wear designer libels?
So how can I get into the Dennis Pennis look, Paul? What would you recommend?
Well, glasses is a good start.
Right. So any here that you think of me?
It's what feels comfortable in the face.
Oh, gee, thanks.
It's all right.
You're a real pal. Hang on, this skew it.
Skew
So
it.
does that help? Does that help if you got
Yeah,
cockeye
sure.
glasses on? Right.
And a badge.
And a badge. What
It's
kind
a
of
status
badge?
quo badge, yeah.
Is that me? Okay.
It
Pin
is
that
now.
on.
Status quo.
So, and
Why do oasis like soup?
I don't know.
Did you get a roll with it?
Oh,
What's confusing, I find, is that as a lawyer, you're very expensive, but on the television, you're very cheap.
You're cheap? You think I'm
I
cheap?
think you're fairly cheap.
I'm cheap on your progress. You've just come up and incorporated me.
so this look, is this like a 60s look, a 70s look, or just a crap look?
I think it's a crap timeless schoolboy look. I
Right.
think he's very stylish. I think this whole myth that he's a nerd is a load of rubbish.
Have you ever farted in a wicket-keeper's face?
Not that I can remember. People ask the wicket-keeper.
Right.
Oh, look at
Is that me now? Am I getting that?
It's happening. It's beginning to happen.
And then all I need is to learn the aggressive interviewing style.
It's hardly aggressive, though.
Well,
Wait,
you're a bit forthright, aren't you?
I'm uninvited.
Will you sign a book for me?
Of course I will.
Thank you. There we go.
That's somebody else's book. No.
How do you actually get to these things? Does the Sunday show ring up and go, oh, well, we're sending someone along.
They tend to
Can't
get more
say
results
who.
if they say they're bringing Paul Kaye along.
Right.
And they say, oh, who's he? And then because they're not allowed to lie, they say,
So is there anything you've been banned from?
Yeah, the Brits. Got banned from the Brits.
Getting shit-faced.
Might have, God, you'd have been the least of their problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
a-
could have talked Jarvis
some
a
sort
few
of
tricks
semblance
there.
of
about-
order.
So what's your favourite celebrity heckle? What's the best line you've ever come out with?
Heseltine was nice.
Is it also not true the only harmony in the party is what you spray on your hair every morning?
And winner,
Yeah.
winner. Anyone who I really genuinely don't like, it comes a lot easier.
Michael, I understand you have 9 toilets. Is that right? You have 9 toilets?
Yeah, I have 9 toilets, but I didn't bring any of them with me.
So you obviously make a lot more crap than people give you credit for,
Oh, no question of it.
You ever felt sorry for anybody? Have they sort of, you thought, oh no, I'm a bit
I've
harsh
had
on them.
sleepless nights.
Have you?
Cosner.
Really?
Just because I badgered him 7 times in one day. And then I went to bed and thought, yeah, fucking hell, that was Kevin Costner. Never actually dawned on me until I got home.
Is that how you approach these things, that you forget that they are these huge stars? Is
Well, I
that
think you
right?
have to,
Yeah, because otherwise you'd just be tongue-tied.
Although I am, I mean, if I'm out socialising with friends and a celebrity comes along,
You're tongue-tied then?
tongue-tied.
Yeah. Do you find that you can only do this when you are in character? As soon as you put Dennis's outfit on, then you can
Well,
be
yeah.
outraged, you can do whatever you want.
Don't usually have a great deal of time, so it's just whacking the glasses on. So when I look back at it, I find it quite painful because I just see more of me than...
A couple of very quick questions for you.
Yeah.
Is the E in the middle of your name, is that to appeal to a younger audience, the E?
E for ego.
So what do you do? Do you normally not hide in a van or in a car or something till just...
A lot of
the
hiding
person
behind
come in
cars and hiding behind my cameraman. In fact, my cameraman gets more hits for me than I do because he just goes, just fucking get in there,
Our cameraman are handy for that.
Because he's been bored for 3 hours and I'm sort of losing my bottle, so he gets a bit physical with me.
I always think of LA as sort of muesli, you know what I mean? Take away the nuts and the fruit, and it's all flakes. How do you like your cereal? You like your cereal sort of crunchy or mushy? Mush.
Watching you do these hits, right, I think what works is that you show up these celebrities for what they are, the majority of them. Whether they're good sports or bad sports. And so, people might say it's a bit unfair what you're doing, but do you think they deserve what they get?
Yeah, I think, my job is basically rodding a drain. It needs doing, someone's got to do it.
Right.
But I think I'm hard,
Yeah, but fair.
but fair.
The dino
And I only do it,
Robinson.
I only do them when they're looking for publicity. I don't get
so
them in
it's
the
not you
park
going
when
in the
they're
houses,
walking
is
their
it?
dogs.
Yeah. So
Although
fair
I
game.
might have to do that if I can't get in anywhere.
More hot tips from Penny Slater. Last week I crept backstage to meet Donna McPhail and Bill Bailey. Tonight they tell us about their big West End shows and some comic tales of the unexpected. Are you nervous about doing a huge West End theatre?
No, I'm more nervous about doing places like, I've played the Duke Yorks before, it's a really nice place.
Oh, right.
But when you're doing things like the Open Gates and theatre in Telford, you just go, what is that? And it is a, it's Stepford-wise sort of place.
Right.
Tory MPs in particular, they can shag anything, can't they? As long as it's not their wives, because that's fucking disgusting, Tory MPs are fucking bizarre. They're at it all the time, which is unbelievable, because they've all been well touched with the ugly stick, haven't they? There's no look at. And it's Tory MPs, and you're a bit Tory out here, aren't you, Colchester? Yeah, 5 rows saying no, we don't vote at all. We're too pissed. And yeah, Tory MPs, because Labour MPs, they don't seem to shag about, do they? Because they're too guilty. They don't shag in their marriages, probably. They just say, oh, I can't, darling, homeless people. You know, Cardiff is our last gig, which is a big place to play on your last gig. Yeah. We started in Crewe. Yeah. And so just got to see places. Yeah.
Back to the club. Phone goes, Huggy, it's for you. Yeah? What's that? Starsky and Hutch. They've been set up. Shit, I gotta warn them. And he goes running out of the club. Flares flapping in the breeze. Like. They start to inflate. He starts to take off. Back to the stakeout. They're roasting a pig in there now, like that. Applesauce dashboard, yeah, be out in a minute. Huggy Bear comes running around the corner. Get out of there, man, get out of there, it's a setup. They think, shit, chuck the pig out the window. Right, let's go. How about that, Abby? No, there's no boxes down there. Oh, go down that one there. Hit them. Hit the dustbins, hit the dustbins. Go down to the docks, there's always boxes down there. Yeah, brilliant, good idea. Up and down, up and right, laugh. The hitmen are waiting for him. They riddle the car with bullets. Starsky's hit. He's bleeding. Hutch leans over. To be continued.
We've run a competition where our viewers, if they think they're funny, can send us a tape and say, I'm a right laugh, I am, have a look at this. And we've had some unusual tapes, shall we say. Yeah, right.
Don't forget sauce with my chips!
You always hear stories about weird open spots and things like that, and I just wondered if you guys had ever, what was the weirdest open spot, you know?
That's what Bill is good at. He spots the nutters for me.
I heard some story about some American woman who did things with fruit at the comedy store.
Yeah, well, that's she was brilliant. She had a little puppet theatre like that, and she had it set up on a stool, and she was very particular about the stool. She said, I need the stool at this particular height. I need the puppet theatre there, and everyone's going, yeah, okay, yeah. And she had all these fruit behind it, like, and then what she did, put the theatre up on a stool, and then holding the fruit, she put the fruit through these curtains, and was like making them dance about. And they go, hey, how you doing there, Mr. Apple? Okay, Percy Pear, hey. And they were like doing this little dance, and people just looking at her like, it's aghast, silence first, for about 5 minutes, total just shock. And then people were going, taxi, get off, taxi, like that. And it's this torrent of abuse just sort of built up to this, tirade. And she was still going, hey, Percy Pear, I don't know, like this little fruit theatre. And she came off totally nonplussed, well, she was a bit sort of like, oh God, it didn't work out. And she walked in, swept into the dressing room, and Kim Kinney was like, used to book the acts down there, and he said to us, oh, didn't go very well. He's still baying, the audience still baying outside.
Very bloody.
Yeah, and she's not going very well then. And she looked at him and she went, hey, wrong fruit. wrong fruit. Yeah, I mean the banana. I mean that's more a kind of comedy. If I'd had the banana, then it would have gone great.
Coming up in part 2, the biggest giggles on TV and on video. We talk at more length with Pennis and your chance to win.
In a country which is largely governed by the celebrity party, I am the voice of opposition.
See you in part 2. Welcome back. There's so much packed into part 2, we haven't got a minute to lose, so let's go! Mr. Bean's calling it a day, but here Rowan Atkinson turns in a final virtuoso performance, leaving us in no doubt as to why he's known as the man with the robber face. week's video to buy was Goodnight Sweetheart, and we've got 10 copies to give away, and 10 copies of the Virgin book. Now that's what I call urban myths. To win both, all you have to do is answer this really tricky question. In which sitcom did Nicholas Lyndhurst star with David Jason? Clue, you'd be a fool not to get it. If you think you've got the right answer, then get off your horses and dial 0891 66 55 55, and we'll pick the 10 winners at random. Now it's time for the Chuckles on the Tube.
I look like Mel Smith.
No, it's not. It's Paul Merton, updating Galton and Simpson's classic script. The bedsitter is the last in the series, and Paul's going out with a song.
Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise.
Oh, hello.
I've licked all the butter off.
Oh, they're the children I told you about.
They are so cute. It's going to be very difficult to decide which one to adopt, honey.
Come on, Mom and Dad, let's go. Come on, man, I already got my stuff packed. The car's run, let's go. Chop, chop. Or is it more like a European thing, you guys? Mama and Papa? Or do we have one of those postmodern child-parent relationships, huh? Ted and...
In Living Colour brought Jim Carrey to the world's attention, and this week there's a chance to see one of his original appearances. For once, he's the straight guy, and David Alan Grier is the real problem child.
Look, she's drooling. That's so adorable.
Adorable? What, you think drooling is adorable? You're gonna love this. What are you doing?
I think someone just had a little accident.
Dad, I think I'm gonna have to... Don't even think about it!
Paul Kaye reveals how to survive a penis attack, and the one celeb Dennis wouldn't hit. Meets all these beautiful women. Which one does he fancy the most?
Curly Whirly, Liz Hurley.
Yeah.
Although she's got really bad skin,
Has she?
which is interesting.
For a makeup model.
Well, obviously that was part of the challenge for him.
The hurly bird catches the worm, and I must say, looking at you, certainly caught a beautiful worm. He's over there. I want you to go and give him a kiss.
You really did have
It
bad
must
skin.
be good stuff.
Flaky. And of course the models,
Yeah. Which
the Helena
ones?
Christensens.
Really, were
Liz
you...
Hurley.
Was Dennis getting a bit excited there?
She's got a bit of a saucepan face, hasn't she? She looks like she's been smacked in the face with a saucepan.
Why did the model stare at the orange juice?
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm a model. I'm stupid.
A bad skin as well.
Really? Well, it's all
They've all
that
got
makeup they
bad
have to wear.
But she, I mean, I respect her though, because you know they get a hard deal models for being sort of dim and lacking wit, and she's
But
not
you just-
trying to prove it.
Yeah, but why was she staring at the orange juice?
Because we like C vitamins.
No, because it said concentrate on the carton. See ya. Carton.
I didn't get it, but I guess I wasn't supposed to.
You certainly weren't.
I do like the what's the name, Naomi Campbell,
Yeah.
because that was a genuine scrummage. That really was, and she did look like a duck.
Hey, Naomi, how come you're dressed like a duck?
They spent months trying to make her look like a swan. It's like David Hillier.
Can you confirm or deny reports that you said something mildly interesting in an interview once?
So, Paul, what did you do before you made Dennis, or you created him?
I was a theatre designer.
Really?
Does that surprise you?
It does surprise me, yeah. So you're quite an artistic, creative type.
I am. I'm a fine painter.
So you had exhibitions and things?
Yeah, I've had
or-
exhibitions, yeah.
Really?
I used to illustrate for the NME and Time Out, I think.
Ah. Oh, blimey.
Yeah. Well, I was at college, like, I suppose 5 years, and did a little bit of acting on the side.
Right. But
made my living painting. Scene painting.
Yeah.
I never had much time for Madonna, up until she started wearing that spiky metal bra. Until then, I found her work completely pointless.
So, Paul, you've got this video out, Anyone for Pennies, and presumably this is the best of Dennis Pennis's hits.
Yeah.
So how on earth did you choose the best? Because they were all brilliant.
Well, there's quite a few that you don't get to see, so there's hundreds. So
Right.
things like the Madonna were deemed untopical.
You've had most of your anatomy photographed. I wonder if you thought about maybe bringing out a book and letting us see a few internal organs, possibly your kidneys, fallopian tubes.
Dr. Ruth, big favourite of mine, yeah.
Do you not feel horrible picking on a little lady, little old
I was
lady
hardly
like
picking
that?
on her. And she makes
I'm talking dirty to her like that.
She likes a bit of dirty talk.
Does she?
Well, yeah.
Hi, Dr. Ruth, how are you?
Hi.
Pleased to meet you. I'm very well.
Hi.
But I'm very concerned at the moment because last night I had unprotected sex with a ghost, and I'm worried I might have caused a phantom pregnancy, you know?
You know what?
What?
Ask me a better question.
Is sex hereditary?
You better go back there and ask me a better question.
I'm going to ask you a better question now.
A
Do you
serious
think
one.
having sex, is it hereditary?
I need a better question.
She kept saying, ask me a better question anyway, so she was very impatient with me.
I need a better question.
Because if your parents didn't have it, the chances are you're not going to have it either. Oh, that's true, no? And finally,
what's in the future for Dennis then? What are we up to after all this video?
Oscars.
Receiving, giving?
Bit
Just
of
hanging
both.
around outside?
Yeah, hanging around, making a
Trying to
nuisance.
get in.
Having
You'll
fun
have a
with the
field
scum.
day there though, won't you?
I
with
think
that?
I would
That
rich
gonna be
pickings,
great.
so I can meet some old friends, my cousins and
Yeah,
Hank.
of course, all your chums, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to
Show
get
a bit
together. Once a
fun.
year we get together.
Because I bet when that camera's switched off, you're all in the jacuzzi together, aren't you?
Yeah.
Eating caviar off young boys' thighs,
Yeah,
all
we
that
are.
sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that sort of number.
So this Dennis Pennis like is all well and good, but how would you feel, Paul, if it was done to you?
I think you just got to have a sort of safety net, safety valve.
Right.
Either you can come out with something really witty, or you just go and they can't use it.
Is there anybody Dennis hasn't got yet that he
No.
really wants to?
Well, I mean, I'll be looking for your sort of Harrison Fords and the Sharon Stone.
Right.
And a bit of royalty would be nice. Although I can't seem to get anywhere in England anymore.
So then, battlefield of life, the penis, mightier than the sword. Come, Chopper. Let's ride.
Yeah, a bit of royalty.
Yeah.
Would be lovely. And some football players.
Right.
I haven't got many
Specifically,
sports.
Arsenal players,
Yeah,
probably,
yeah,
since
yeah.
he's such a big fan.
Ian Wright would be nice, but I couldn't really diss him.
No.
I just sort of hug him and then say that penis was
They're
a
like
winner.
meeting God.
Yeah.
Well, that's your lot for tonight, but don't be sad. Look what's coming up next week. Next week, I go to the dogs with They Think It's All Over quizmaster Nick Hancock, and who'll be top of the Comedy Pops as we launch the first official comedy video chart. See you later, alligator.